I guess the reason why I'm standing here is, as Terry said, 2000 I was in Wellington. It was a fitting occasion. I was elected President of the NZFBB, and that was actually the Nationals in Wellington, and that was McFarlane. So it is my privilege now to tell you that my reign as President is over. I've decided to step down, spend some time with the family, and my business has been suffering for the last few years. I can tell you the job of President is never an easy task. You have to be a strong person, broad-minded, open-minded, and listen to all views, comments, or whatever from all corners. And you have to be straight in the middle with your decision making. For 10 years I learned a lot about bodybuilding, learned a lot about the sports of bodybuilding, individual athletes, individual judges, and also all the helpers and officials. And bodybuilding is true. Bodybuilding creates many friends throughout the globe. And I can tell you, I have a lot of friends. So I made a lot of friends throughout bodybuilding. So that I will never forget. My whole heart's involved in bodybuilding, as Terry was saying. And I will be still here to help those in need of a step forward in bodybuilding. As I say, I train my wife. I also have a short-term there with training Mo Masawi, who then went on to place in the top 3, the Ironman Australasian, and went on to place 9th in the Olympia. So I too have a lot of knowledge in training people, as well as my wife been successful, and other people who we will see on stage. That will never be taken away from me, as well as the judges, international judges and national judges. Right now, I'd just like to inform you that as of now, I will no longer be the President of the NZFBB. It's a 10-year record, and it's a record that probably will stand for a little while. The closest to it is Philip Hope with 6 years. The next to it there was Graham Fong with 5 years. So it's time for me to step aside and give the new blood to come in and take the Federation further and further abroad. So I would like to introduce you now to the man that will take that reign for the next 6 months until the early election next year, and whoever may be decided by the members. And so be it, and congratulations, whoever may be. But right now, let's give our hand to the man who's going to wear my jacket, Mr. McFarlane.
Thank you, Mark. Those are very kind words. Don't run away. I don't think I can fit your jacket. In fact, Mark and I have actually been on stage together, and he kicked my butt at that time. He certainly fitted a larger jacket than that as well. I'd also like to thank the committee, and we've got a great team in the committee for their confidence in letting me take over, but I'm actually only one person on the committee, and but I've got a lot of enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to trying to get a bit of TV coverage for our, especially our nationals, and working well with the sponsors. Part of bodybuilding wouldn't be around if, of course, we didn't have the athletes, we didn't have you guys, we didn't have the helpers backstage and our sponsors. Some of the people that I'd like to recognise at the moment that probably get the least amount of recognition is they're sort of like refs on a rugby field, and they have to take the brunt, and they also actually work very hard and scrutinise very hard over the people that are on stage here. And I'd actually like to just bring the judging panel on stage at the moment. We have a test judge who actually is a regional judge as well. We have Leanne Ralston from Christchurch, so you could come in there. We also have Gary Bullen. Gary's been judging 7 years. He's from here, Wellington. I was actually born in Wellington, if that helps. Mike Debenham is our current Mr. New Zealand. He's only got a few more hours, so I'm sure he'd like to throw a couple more poses. He doesn't fit his shirt very well anymore. He is now an NZFBB Pro, and I'm sure he'll have a few words on when he's going to compete later on. He's also a contest organiser, and yeah, he's been judging, he tells me, for 3 years. There's myself, I'm on the judging panel. I first joined the Federation in 1989, and I've been judging for, this is my 9th year, and I've been a past overall Mr. New Zealand, just like Mark. And unfortunately, it took me 6 years after he beat me to actually get my title. That's how much he kicked my day. I have 6 people, one's absent at the moment, that I'd like to make special mention. These people are on the judging panel, and they have put in many years. When you're looking back on sporting history and you see some great reigns of athletes and that, you soon forget the people behind the scenes. We have Jean Scott from Christchurch, who's first started judging in 1996, and she's been judging for 12 years. She's a past vice president and contest organiser, and she's also been a competitor, just like everyone on stage here. She's got great routines too, if she wants to mention about those. Kay O'Neill, I don't know if Kay's actually got changed yet, but you've seen Kay. She's an executive with me at the moment on the team. She's been judging since 1988, so we've got 20 years of judging. There's 20 years of taking holidays to come down in her time, and she's a contest organiser, also past Miss New Zealand, and of course you've just seen what she can produce. Brian Smith, he started judging back in 1986. Has 22 years. He's the current chairman of judges for New Zealand. He's also an executive, and to top it off, he's a golfer. Let's get that. Mark Stewart, of course, started in 1985 judging, 23 years. Tom Terry couldn't be with us today. Tom started in 1982, and so that's 26 years. He's loves saying that he was Mr. Wellington in 1959. And of course, our head judge today is Joe Daniels. He's also the chairman of judges and on the committee for the Oceania Board. And he started in 1983. It's 25 years. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can put your hands together for these great people.
So now you've heard from the current president of the NZFBB, and I'm pretty sure he will take on the rein and guide the Federation in the right directions. And I'm pretty sure he's got a good team behind him, all the judges. So we wish him well, and good luck to you, Brian.
Enjoy your night.